What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here, Chris's MMA Universe. So, it looks like what we all were hoping would not happen, but probably secretly expected to happen, was Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson is once again canceled. I have never seen a fight so utterly cursed where there's just nothing the UFC can do to make this fight happen. So it looks like Khabib is actually the one that's out this time. Seems like Tony and Khabib take turns on which one ends up being pulled from the fight. Now, this isn't Khabib's fault. I'm not saying that Khabib, backed out of it or anything like that. It looks like Russia's borders closed. So Khabib can't get out and the UFC can't get in. So it looks like Khabib is actually out of it only for that reason. So, it's too bad. It's such a shame. This is like, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way, that this fight here is like the fight. This is the fight to make in the UFC. This is the fight that fans have waited so long to see. We're just so passionate to see this fight. So, this is the fight that everyone that is an MMA fan needs to see. Even the casuals know about this fight. Excuse me. So to actually have this fight be canceled for the 5th time is just, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But honestly, you know what? How much of a shock is it now? It's kind of like, wow, where it's like jaw-dropping, but at the same time, are you really that surprised? You know what I mean? It's too bad. It's very sad. It's very, it can get you sad, it can get you angry, just get you frustrated, where the fight is so close, but yet it's just never going to happen. I believe 2 years ago was the last time it was canceled for the 4th time, and that was actually in the month of April as well, where everybody thought it was an April Fool's prank, and everybody was hoping, myself included, that it was an April Fool's prank, but unfortunately it wasn't. So it looks like it's canceled again for the 5th time. I don't believe the UFC will make this again. I don't see them making it again. I know Dana White was hell-bent on saying that he did not want to make it for the 5th time, but then made it for the 5th time, and then look what happened. In my opinion, and I strongly think that this fight should have been a fight that was made to kick off this year. If that was a possibility, I do not know why they did not do that. Why not kick off the new year with this fight in January? In the slot where, I know in the slot where Conor McGregor fought. Now, I know Dana White knows that Conor McGregor is a money-making machine for him, and, he brings in a lot of revenue, brings in a lot of fans, a lot of views, a lot of numbers. But just slide that down or make, why not kick off the year with this fight? I believe that should have happened. Because if that would have happened, it would have been something spectacular for the fans. It would have been so phenomenal to have that fight just kick off the year so we can just get this fight in motion to actually happen, to have them make that walk to the cage and finally see the fight that we all want to see. But unfortunately, it's canceled, like I said, for the 5th time, as you guys all know. And I do not see this fight being scheduled again. Because why would it be? 6 times? 6 times for it to be canceled again? The 6th time? Listen. I completely agree with Russia doing what they need to do and for everybody to do what they need to do to stay safe. I completely agree with all of that, which is why I'm not saying, why did Russia do this? Why is this going on? Why do that? That's not what I'm saying at all. Safety first. I completely agree with it, which is why I'm saying And I go back to what I said. I believe that this should have been kicked off in January. Kick off the new year with something even more phenomenal than Conor McGregor fighting Cowboy. I mean, who doesn't want to see Khabib versus Tony finally? And I honestly believe, and I believe that everybody out there, myself included, would want to see Khabib versus Tony rather than Conor versus Cowboy. Of course, Conor versus Cowboy, Conor coming back for a spectacular fight. I totally agree with it. I'm not saying that that fight should have been canceled. I just think that the new year should have been kicked off January 18th with, Khabib versus Tony. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. Unfortunately, that it's too late to make that happen, obviously. And it looks like this fight is canceled once again. So it looks like what they're going to do is try to make a fight happen on April 18th with Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje. Now, I don't know if this is going to be an interim title fight. I don't know if any of those, like if they're going to let out the info on that to see if this fight is actually, for sure going to be made. Is Conor going to try and step in? Because Conor did make the prediction, saying, Mystic Mac predicts, that this fight is not going to happen. He didn't say the Mystic Mac part, but, when he said that before in the past. So, he did predict that this fight was not going to happen. He said it will not happen. He didn't think. He didn't say it might not. He was saying he knows it will not happen looking at the past. Looking at the track record of these men not being able to make the walk for whatever the reasons were. And it's just sad. It's hard not to keep talking about it. It's hard to not be frustrated. It's hard not to be upset. And so for Tony versus Justin Gaethje, even though that fight will be a phenomenal, spectacular fight with two men that will not stop until the fight is over, it's still a little bit of a letdown, right? I mean, come on. It's a letdown. It's a letdown from what was on the table. It's like you're just expecting this steak dinner and, you end up eating chicken nuggets, It's like, it's not funny at all, but you can only laugh, right? I mean, I'm purely a fan, guys. I'm purely a fan, like you guys are fans, and I really badly wanted to watch this fight. I know you guys did too. Everybody did. Of course, I'm not alone in that, but it's just such a letdown. But April 18th has to happen, and it looks like Dana White is going to try to make Justin Gaethje versus Tony, and of course, I will be in my seat watching that fight as well. Look out on the video for that. I'll be putting out a fight review video for that one, for that fight as well. You got to see if it's actually going to happen. But, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like. I really want to know your guys' thoughts on this, on this entire situation and what's going on. I really want to see your guys' thoughts. So please leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'll see all you guys in the next one.